For his third album, Nick Drake wanted to do something completely different with Pink Moon 1972. He told his producer Joe Boyd, that produced his last album Brighter Later, that he wanted to record his third album acoustically with John Wood. And that's what he did. And he released this fantastic concept, unique album. I've never heard anything like this before. You can listen to it in one go, which is nice. It's 29 minutes long. I recommend you read the lyrics while you're listening to it as well. I'll leave a link in the description below. And first we get the title track. And this doesn't contain much lyrics. And it only has like 3 lines or something. And I want to read the first 2. Saw it written and I saw it say, Pink Moon is on its way. The very famous line. And what does Pink Moon mean? I didn't know, but I looked it up. And I know that Pink Moon occurs in April. It's the full moon that arises in April. And of course, April is of course the start of the spring, so it can be about potential. Maybe it's an uplifting song. I don't think so. Because around this time, around the early 70s, Nick Drake was starting to become more depressed, more lonely. He wasn't doing that well. So I think Pink Moon represents, maybe a depression, because full moon is often linked with mental decay or bad things happening. And certainly if you read the next line, and none of you stand so tall, Pink Moon gonna get you all, you're pretty certain that it's a dark song. And this is pretty a dark album. About the mind or psychology of someone who is in a bad state or at a bad point of his life in some ways. I get the feeling that's what it's about when I listen to this album. It does contain a very nice piano piece in the middle, the only song to do so. And after that, the whole album is only his guitar and his vocals. It's acoustic throughout this whole album. And the next song is Place to Be. And this is also a pretty dark song. Right, in this song he's comparing his own miserable adult life with this naive childhood boy that is enthusiastic by everything, and also a pretty dark song, but really beautiful as well, really nice melodies. And the next song, Road, the third song, contains one of the most beautiful guitar tracks I've ever heard in my life. It's absolutely wonderful. I've never heard anything like this before. The lyrics are mysterious. I love on this album he plays with this symbolism, with poetry, and Road works really well together with the fourth song, Which Will. I love the melody of this song. It's really beautiful. It's another pretty dark and jealous song, I think. And then we get a real cool instrumental, the horn song. A real cool guitar instrumental. Works really well. And the side A ends with Things Behind the Sun. Well, I've listened to that song a lot. And I've read the lyrics a lot, and I've thought about it a lot, and I don't know what it's about. There are a lot of verses in this song. I really like the melody. It's sort of a uplifting melody in some weird ways, even though I think this is a dark song too. Yeah, great. Side A is absolutely perfect. And then side B starts and we get the song No, a nice guitar song. Parasite with the lovely Take a Look, You May See Me on the Ground, For I Am the Parasite of Town line. Very uplifting, of course. we get the song we get the song Free Ride is next. Really nice song. Harvest Breed is really cool. And then the album is almost over. This is a real fast review, don't you think? But what can you say? It all follows the same storyline, and it works really, really well. And I really like it when artists go really deep and write these very heartfelt or dark or abstract songs, because Leonard Cohen did it with Songs of Love and Hate, which is a pretty dark album. I really recommend. I really love the country artist Townes Van Zandt. He isn't too well known, but he is one of the best songwriters I've ever listened to. Right up there with Nick Drake and also Bob Dylan. And Townes Van Zandt, I really recommend his music, but also very dark. He has written some very dark songs. And Nick Drake does the same. And I love it, because you can relate to it in your own peculiar way, you know, because that's the nice thing about music in some cliched way. And yeah, the album is almost over, but we end the album with the song From the Morning, which is one of my favorite Nick Drake songs of all time. I think it's my second favorite. And the guitar track is so beautiful, it's so gorgeous. I think this could be like the only, well, optimistic or beautiful song, let's say. These are all great, but this song is really unique in its own ways. It's so gorgeous and such a fantastic way to end this album. And I'd like to read the lyrics to you. The lyrics from the Morning. A day once dawned, and it was beautiful. A day once dawned from the ground. Then the night she fell, and the air was beautiful. The night she fell all around. So look, see the days, the endless colored ways, and go play the game that you learned from the morning. And now we rise, and we are everywhere. And now we rise from the ground. And see, she flies, and she is everywhere. See, she flies all around. So look, see the sights, the endless summer nights, and go play the game that you learned from the morning. And that's the final studio album by Nick Drake. But he did release some other fantastic outtakes, some fantastic other songs that I really want to talk about too. But this will do for now. Thanks for watching.